Hi everyone. For those that don't know me, I'm Amy, and I do a lot of things. One of my favorite things that I've done my whole life is I've been a writer, and I often write to heal. I always said that if I could come back in another lifetime, that I would come back as a singer, because I feel like what I write is the poetry and lyrics for my own experience and healing. And I'm going to share one of them with you today. Before I begin, I just wanted to say that often when we experience heartbreak or the loss of love, we can honestly feel really, truly lost sometimes. And our love isn't actually ever lost. All that's changed is we don't have the object of affection, the person that we usually pour our love out to anymore. And so we feel a little lost looking at, well, where did this love go? And I've noticed for myself that so often when I go through something like this, I just want to keep pouring out my love to the person. And part of my practice has been sitting with and also pouring that love back into me, as if I was sitting in a room with my highest self, with God, with Jesus, with the universe, whatever you believe in that represents unconditional love. I try to give that to myself because it's a very healing process, and it keeps you grounded and not getting lost in the process of grieving or a breakup or whatever that loss may be. So I pray that this falls upon the ears of those that need to hear it, and I pray that it falls into the heart of those that need to feel it and heal from it. And I'm just going to go ahead and read it. I just wrote it this morning, so it's fresh and new. I don't have it memorized, so I will be looking down at my computer and then back at you. You didn't feel loved, and that is honorable. And sometimes when you don't feel loved, all the unloved places in you start to surface. They start to rise in your light because you love so deeply. And although you were loving this man so deeply, this was an opportunity for those unloved places to be shown in you. They are hurts wanting to be healed. They are the places wanting to be loved so deeply. Your love did not go unnoticed to God. They were the places crying out. They were the silenced words wanting to be acknowledged. Not feeling loved is not a sin. It is not something that you have to be ashamed of. You don't have to hide this from yourself or anyone. You didn't feel loved, and that's okay. And the more you didn't feel loved, you were learning a new dance between guarding your heart and continuing to love, because that's what you innately know how to do. You love so deeply, and that is beautiful. You know that love comforts. Love is of the spirit. Love is tender and compassionate. There's no tough love. Truth is sometimes tough to hear and accept. Tough are the walls we have built against love, but love is never tough. Love is the most tender and precious thing that lives. Love is inclusive. Love doesn't let go. Love embraces. Love doesn't set you free. The truth sets you free. So if he let you go, it has nothing to do with his love. He let you go because of his truth. Because his truth was he couldn't love you the way God wants a man to love you. It has nothing to do with his love, only God's love. See, God wants you to be loved by a man he has chosen for you. Because when God chooses your king, God knows his heart. He knows that he too is also open to God's calling of loving you. And when you handed this over to God, God was so pleased and relieved that he could finally do it for you. Now he is preparing you. He is working inside of you. You know this. Because a godly man also needs a godly woman. The beautiful work God is doing is showing you all the unloved pieces of you, and he is loving them. When you have weaknesses, he brings his strength. He is building a strong foundation within you. And so, as you are waiting, you are building. As you are making yourself available to God's love, you are healing. Don't ever think for a minute that this man didn't love you. He couldn't love you the way you needed to be loved. And that has nothing to do with you. Trust in God's love. He will lead you to him. And when he does, you will be ready. You will both be ready for each other. Such beautiful words that we need to be reminded of. That when we go through something like a breakup or a heartbreak or the loss of love in any form, that it's not life trying to work against us. And it's not a reflection of us. That truly, God has a bigger, better plan. I hope this gives you hope, love, comfort, tenderness, compassion, what love truly is. Love isn't tough, and love doesn't let go, so you don't actually need to let go. You just need to embrace everything that you're feeling and experiencing. You've got this. I love you. You're so loved, and you're so incredibly worth everything that you know in your heart to be true for you. So have patience, trust, and wait, because God will reveal the right man for you in the right time and in the most magical, splendid way. I believe in this. I trust in this. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.